Greetings and salutations, my little snowflakes. How's your day going today? FinalHarps here. So, should you pull for Zhezhi as free to play? Before anything, let's start out with pull for whoever you want, because in the end, never pull for meta, because meta doesn't matter. What truly only matters is if you are having fun playing Wuthering Waves. If you pull for meta and don't like the resonator, then Wuthering Waves won't be fun for you. Unless you are going for meta, then that's a different story. But regardless of what I say or what anyone else says, pull for whoever you want. That's what matters the most. But do keep in mind that all 5 stars will get power crept in the future. It happens with every gacha game. With that out of the way, let's start from what I have heard. Zhezhi is supposedly a 5-star glacial resonator that will be a true sub DPS that amplifies skill damage with her outro skill. And her resonance liberation does coordinated attacks when you continuously attack an enemy. I can't go into full details, and all of this info is just speculation. As free to play, so should you pull as free to play? Well, if you're going for meta and have Changli or Jinxie, then yes, you should pull for Zhezhi, because she will be meta and be the best support for Jinxie for the foreseeable future. She also buffs Changli, but not as much as Jinxie. You also won't need to keep Zhezhi on the field for as long as you would need to for Jinxie. Since Changli only needs Zhezhi for her outro skill to buff her resonance skill damage, Jinxie will need Zhezhi to be on the field longer to build up Jinxie's forte gauge from doing coordinated attacks with Zhezhi's resonance liberation attack. So, Zhezhi will buff Jinxie like crazy, cause you can use Zhezhi's resonance liberation to generate Jinxie's forte gauge quicker and use Zhezhi's outro skill to buff resonance skill damage, which will cause Jinxie's resonance skill to hit like a train on steroids. She also works well with Changli, since Changli's resonance skill, forte skill, and true sight attacks are all considered resonance skill damage. So, all of Changli's major attacks will be buffed. By using Zhezhi with Changli, all you will need to do is use Zhezhi for her outro skill to buff Changli's resonance skill damage. Do you like how she looks? Do you like how her kit looks from the leaks? We all know you've seen them. Do you want her to be your wife? Well, if you said yes to any of these, then pull for her, because that's what makes these games fun, is by pulling for who you want. Are you new to Wuthering Waves and don't have any other 5 stars? If not, well, any supports are usually higher on the pull priority list, because supports are usually universal for all teams. But in my opinion, Zhezhi really isn't high on the priority list to pull due to her only buffing resonance skill damage. Unlike Changli and Yinlin, they both buff their respective elements and resonance liberation damage with their outro skills for the next resonator coming onto the field. Zhezhi's outro will only buff resonance skill damage. Remember, all of this info is just speculation and is subject to change. So, is she a must pull? Well, nah, not in my opinion, due to her at the moment being kind of niche for only certain resonators. So, at the moment, she will only work well with Changli and Jinxie, since both resonators are heavily reliant on resonance skill damage as their main damage output. But as I said earlier, pull for whoever you want. That is what matters the most. These games are for you to have fun and enjoy. If you made it to the end of the video, please leave your best hate comment in the comment section below. I will pick the one I think is the best and feature it in my next video. With all that being said, thanks for watching. Don't forget to press my emotional damage buttons, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.